I can't help but wonder if we're on the wrong side. Everything we've done, everything we've worked for. If we're wrong,
we're not wrong. I'm not wrong.
there are still several billion people left in this world. And I will guarantee you that you cannot find me two people who think exactly the same on everything. You can't find me two people who have the exact same opinion on everything. Now, what that tells me is that there can only possibly be one individual in this whole world that is right about everything. Now, General, are you going to look me dead square in the eye and tell me that you are that one person in the entire world who is right about everything?
No, sir. I guess I have been wrong from time to time.
Keep that in mind. What?
I'd hate to be that one sorry son of a bitch that's wrong about everything.
They're back.
Send them in.
Yeah, definitely not Joey.
At ease.
Who's the old fart?
Any chance this is that sorry son of a bitch you were discussing a moment earlier?
That is President Colby.
Congratulations.
Prissy,
Sir.
I want you to take our two friends here to meet our guest in the interrogation room.
Sir. That suspect is considered unstable.
You heard me, Ranger.
Yes, sir.
I want you to go with Prissy.
Sir, what would I actually be getting out of going with her?
The answers.
I'm in. Right behind you.
You know what's going to happen when you put those three people in the same room together, right?
Investigation, interrogation. Do what you want because nothing is clear. Who can you see? The truth that sets you free. Who holds the keys? Open the door, I only wanna get out.
Donovan was just as happy to let Will go as Will was to be set free.
All right, so what did Donovan figure out?
The truth.
If I hear the truth one more time, I swear to God. Okay, the truth. What truth? What did Donovan figure out? What did Jax figure out? What is the truth?
Wow, this is starting to seem more and more like a reunion.
Jax.
Hello, Mike. I'd say Joey, but by the lack of emotion on your face, I'm gonna guess not. What's your name?
Dylan.
Mind if I call you Joey?
You know, I just went through a lot of shit to make sure that didn't end up my name. So yeah, I do mind.
You didn't go back. But obviously nothing's changed. You must know the truth. You must know.
The truth? You mean that, the world is gonna end? That we're in the middle of Revelations?
No. Well, not Revelations. Not really.
Then what is it, really?
It's a presentation of Revelations. Your eyes see. Your ears hear. Every moment of your life has been an investigation. Question after question. Interrogation after interrogation.
The hell does that mean?
You're searching for the truth. The truth will set you free. You're searching for the one who can show you the truth. You want to know who holds the key. I am the key, Mike. You're in a hologram.
What do you mean?
1,000 years ago, something happened. I don't know what. I may never know, but something happened. Something bad. In the year 1993, things started to go wrong. The end began. By the year 2027, the world was torn apart at the hands of the ultimate evil.
The devil.
If that's what you want to call him. In 2027, just before the world was about to be destroyed, a savior appeared and threw the evil being, or the devil if that's easier for you to understand, into a pit of fire. When he threw this devil into the pit of fire, it allowed the world to repair itself, to heal, to live in peace without war, without destruction. 1,000 years. Peace.
How do you keep the ultimate evil from escaping its prison?
Well, first you have to convince him that he's not in a prison. You must make him believe that he is in control. Make him believe that he's pulling all the strings so that he doesn't try to get out of the prison.
Okay, so you think some savior's about to come along, take Donovan and throw him into a prison for 1,000 years?
Mike, you're not listening. The Savior already came and threw the devil into the pit of fire. That happened 1,000 years ago. The year isn't 2027, it's 3027. And the Savior was Colin Donovan.
Donovan, the savior.
Mm-hmm.
No. Donovan is the evil. He's the devil.
No. Colin was a scientist. An entrepreneur, yes, but a man who believed in science. He built a holographic chamber on an offshore drilling rig off the coast of Greece called Atlantis. Right now, you are on that offshore drilling rig. You're inside a holographic chamber, thinking you're in an interrogation room with me and Dylan. That woman behind you, she doesn't really exist.
The hell I don't.
No, she's merely a holographic representation of an employee who worked for Donovan Enterprises 1,000 years ago.
Alright, so what you're saying is that me and Mike are holograms too?
The ultimate evil didn't do this by himself. He had some help. 7 mortals, 7 heads of the beast, if you will. They were thrown into the pit of fire with the devil and damned to relive the same 33 years over and over again until the 1,000 years were reached.
And what happens at the end of that 1,000 years?
The evil is destroyed for all eternity.
We are living out the Book of Revelations.
Over and over again. The man that you know as Colin Donovan thinks he's looping time. In reality, he's just keeping himself in his own prison, living the same times over and over again, until one day, actually a few days from now, all will be destroyed, including the offshore facility, which includes the holographic chamber. You think you're going to destroy the world. In a way you will, but you'll be destroying this world. Dylan, outside these walls, there's a world that's been healing, that's been growing, that's been living in peace without the interference of the devil.
Blue Moon. The portals, the coins, time travel.
Mike, time travel doesn't really exist. It never did. It never will. Not in the way you or I think we understand it.
No. The 40s, OK Corral, the Middle Ages. I've been there. I went from time period to time period.
You were going from room to room. You're hoping for a happy ending. I saw it.
Maybe. Why not?
There are no happy endings, Mike. Just happy middles.
Oh, come on, Mike. You can't possibly be buying into this. We're all in a hologram?
What makes more sense, Dylan? The fact that I've been jumping through time, that Donovan has been looping time over and over again? Or is it more believable that 8 people have been under the delusion that we've been doing that?
8? What 8?
You, me, Mike, Tara, Carolyn, Ruby, Montoya, and Donovan himself, the ultimate evil.
And Ray? Ranger Reynolds, I mean... I was in love with her. I mean, are you trying to tell me I was in love with a hologram? That's bullshit!
Would you like me to prove it?
Yes. Proof would be good.
The bullets that shot us, the switchblades that slit our throats, they don't exist. How else do you think a fellow like Talon could appear over and over again?
Who?
You've been seeing the same faces over and over again because there's only 500 people in the world.
508.
500 faces, 500 profiles of employees of Donovan Enterprises. If these people didn't really exist, if those bullets didn't exist, what are they? Beams of light. That bullet that I shot the Ranger with, it's not there. These cuffs are not here. With that thinking, perhaps, just perhaps, I can decide where these cuffs are.
Shit!
And that woman behind you, Prissy, I believe is the name she's going by now. Destiny is not good or evil, Mike. It restores order where there's chaos. What if you're destined to destroy the world? Wouldn't it be better to deny your own destiny? Isn't that what you told Fish? This world that you know, Mike, in order to destroy the evil, in order to destroy the devil, you must first destroy this world, the world that you know, so that the other world can survive. This world is what you make it, Mike. You are order, Mike. Me? I am chaos. And just as good cannot exist without evil, chaos cannot exist without order.
What the hell was that?
I think that was the truth.
Are you happy now?
I shouldn't be. That night in the bar with Diane, that was 33 years ago. 30 loops. The pit of fire. 30 times 33.
1,000 years of hell.
Who are you?
I'm a messenger.
From who? From God?
No. From the one who wields the pen.
Not good enough. Who are you?
I can't tell you exactly who I am. Not exactly.
Then how about not so exactly?
I was sent to you by someone who's watching you very, very closely. You might even say he's with you right now. You'll find out soon enough.
So what you're saying is, the last 1,000 years, I've been living in a fucking holodeck?
Right. 1,000 years. Are we immortal?
Well, how else do you think you've been alive this long?
How else do you think he looks that good after 85 years?
Not there yet, man. Not there.
Gotcha. Right. Sorry.
Okay. How is that possible? How are we immortal?
We're the alphas. The serum that turned the beta hunters into what they've become was the beta project. Well, there was a serum that came before the beta project. The alpha project. We are the alphas.
You are the seven heads of the beast, thrown into the pit of fire with the devil. You helped to bring about the end of the world. 1,000 years is your penance. It's your redemption.
So the final battle happened 1,000 years ago. 7 of us and Donovan, the devil, were thrown into a holographic simulation that had us repeat the last 33 years over and over again in order to keep him convinced and in his prison for the last 1,000 years.
Yes.
So now that 1,000 years is over, what now?
Now, we destroy the devil for all eternity. Well, Mike does. For this world.
The rest of you have been here all along. Now I have to make the choice to go back. Knowing everything that's going to happen, everything that happens to me, everything that I'm going to lose. I have to make the choice to go back to the beginning and put it all in motion.
Mike had to map the events of the final loop in order to know what events would happen to keep Donovan in his prison. And now he has to go back and program those events into the holographic simulation so that what occurs today can occur today.
Okay, wait. You wrote it? You wrote the program. You wrote what happens in the hologram.
And now he must go and program that file into the hologram so that the events of today can happen.
Okay, so then I have to do that for my world. Well, for our world.
It's okay. It's okay. It was worth it to see you for a couple hours. All right. Now where the hell do we have to go?
Exactly.
Fucking 85 years of that shit.
I have one joy in this one.
So, none of this is real. We're in a facility somewhere in a holographic chamber.
I am in a holographic chamber. You don't even exist, so stop saying we. It's pathetic.
So we aren't looking for the 8th lab anymore.
Precisely.
We're looking for the exit. And we only have a short period of time in which to find it.
Same time, different objective, same location.
Now you're thinking!
What the hell are you doing here?
You know, you're getting on my nerves. All your babbling, asking pointless questions is not going to help us get where we need to be any quicker. So why don't you shut your trap before I snap your neck like a twig?
I don't think you're in any position.
Hello, Jax.
Hello, Mr. Donovan.
So is this what you're planning to do to me?
You know I'm not capable of doing that, even if I wanted to, which I don't. The world out there. Beyond these walls. No war, no violence, peace, tranquility, no evil. Can you imagine how boring that would be? I mean, people always say how boring heaven would be, sitting on a cloud, playing the harp all day. Yet, these are the same people who want world peace.
How can you have drama in your life without just a little bit of evil?
So Jax, why are you here?
I'm here to give life a little drama.